Okay, now part two. Now this message is for players like who's in middle school, high school, and college. Alright, coaches too, but mainly this is directed to players. As a player, we talk about the defensive end. Now part one was important. You gotta understand the process. Alright, it's basketball is a process. Alright, you gotta understand what level, the mentality you must have on each level that you in, whether it's middle school, bitty ball, middle school, high school, or college, or professional. Now, the same mindset of the process is the same thing as individual defense. All right. Now, in bitty ball, individual defense is simple. This be crazy. I mean, energy. This do as much as you can to try to steal the ball from the little kid. Alright, it's really not that serious. Just don't stand there and look crazy. Go reach, steal the ball from the kid, get a bucket. Alright? The game is simple in the bitty ball. Just go crazy. Middle school. Now I coached middle school last year, right? I had the class of 2020. Great group of kids. Alright, these kids was unbelievable. Individually. Talent wise, skill wise, I promise you, these kids are the best in the country. I don't care what the records say, these kids can hoop. Alright? Now when I got these kids, the problem was these kids was like on stage 4. Like they came to me with a professional mentality of execution. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you need to calm down. Let's not jump bridges. You can't. They was already taught execution. All right, but some of them did not master stage 1. You know, they did not master. Dude, you gotta enjoy the game. I mean, you gotta. that's number one. You gotta compete and enjoy the game. You gotta understand that some coaches are so good and they're so aggressive and they're so smart that they teach these 9, 10, 11-year-olds an NBA set offense. And I'm like, bro, they can't, they can do it, but their orders are messed up. And you teach these kids how to run the zipper and flex and all this stuff at a young age, guess what? It's going to work. Because kids do not know how to play defense at that age. And so if you run an offense at that age and they get buckets out of the offense, they're not going to understand the importance of playing hard. Right? So when I grabbed these kids, I was like, wow, these kids are smart. They're intelligent. You know what I mean? These kids are really skilled, fundamental kids. Up here, they know how to cut, backdoor, all this stuff, V cut, L cut, every type of cut they know how to do. But they skip stage 1 and they skip stage 2. You understand? So, as an individual, you cannot skip steps. Alright? Now, my middle school team, so I'm sorry, but we couldn't. We stayed on stage 2 the whole year. We stayed on the energy and passion the whole year. We didn't even get to the fun part. All we did was trap. Believe it or not, we were still very successful. I mean, we got second in states. We did okay in nationals. We won our pool, then we lost the next game, and so forth. But we was a great team. We beat the team that won nationals. I mean, so it was some success. But above all, we couldn't make too much progress because I wasn't satisfied with the passion. I mean, guerrilla basketball, y'all know me. It's real simple. 0 to 3 feet means we want to shoot 0 to 3 feet to the rim. Alright? Guerrilla basketball, what represents the defensive side of who we are. Now, I never seen a gorilla play basketball, but I have an imagination. And if I see Caesar out there on the court, he's going to hit somebody. Alright? He's going to be very aggressive. If he rebounds the ball, I'm sure he's going to catch it and he's going to slap it with authority. So that's what guerrilla basketball is about. Guerrilla basketball, guerrilla's the defensive part, 0 to 3 feet is the offensive part. Above all, The more times the ball touches the paint, the more successful you're gonna be. Right? So I'm teaching these kids these things, and we never made it past the passion and energy. I mean, some of the parents was like, "Wow, these kids are really playing hard," and I'm like, "No, they're not." All I asked them, I mean, when you play defense, you talk, all right? You guard the ball. What we say, not on me, all right? That's who we are, not on me. You not forget what you did yesterday. You're not gonna give me a bucket, all right? If you do give me a bucket, it's gonna be the hardest thing you ever done, all right? That's our mentality. I mean, let's be honest. The best defensive player cannot guard the best offensive player. But if you dropped 50 yesterday, you're not gonna drop 50 today. You might drop 49, but you're not gonna drop 50. That's who we are. That's all I was trying to teach. So at that level, middle school, I mean, individual is about mastering your energy, but you can't be too excited. You gotta stay disciplined, and you gotta make sure that these kids develop the right way. All right. So back to what I really want to say is about the individual. Once I'm gonna start on a high school level. All right, individual defense. This is very important. In high school, varsity, these kids can play. All right, they know flex. All right, they know basic motion. All right, as an individual, you guard people differently throughout the whole course of the court. All right, a lot of coaches don't teach this, but I'm gonna teach you now. There's 3 stages of defense. All right, there's the backcourt, then there's the middle, and there's the cliff. All right, backcourt, middle, cliff. Now, on a court that's 94 feet, the backcourt is simple. That goes from the baseline to the middle of the court. Then the middle, or the phrase I use is maintain. The maintain part of the court is from half court to the foul line. All right. In the high school, it's from half court to the foul line. College, professional, based on who he or she is from half court to the top of the key, 3-point line. All right. Now, based on who you are as an individual, like me, I'm pretty quick. All right. I can stand in front of my man. I can run pretty quick. I'm pretty fast. All right. So in the backcourt stage, stage 1, based on who you are allowed to gamble. All right. I always tell my kids I have Isaiah Folks, who's one of the best on-ball defensive guards in the country in the class of 2020. And I told him, look, in stage 1 in the backcourt, by all means, if you can steal the ball from the little kid, go ahead and steal the ball and get a bucket. Let's not make the game harder than what it is. All right, don't forget, these are middle school kids. High school kids, same thing. If you can steal the ball from them in the backcourt without fouling, just steal the ball. And the reason why you are allowed to do that is because if you reach in the backcourt, if you faster than this kid, you can catch him before he gets to the basket. Meaning help defense does not have to be there because you're going to catch him if you fail. You understand that? So in stage 1, the backcourt, you can reach. All right? By all means. In high school, I probably average maybe 4 or 5 steals a game. If the kid can't dribble, I'm just going to steal the ball. Easy money. All right? Now, stage 2 is the maintain stage. You cannot play defense in the maintain stage like you did in the first stage. All right? Basketball is all the process. You got to know how to do things in order. And from half court to the free throw line is called the maintain stage. Yes, I made it up. I don't care what anybody say. That's just how I feel. I've been playing basketball for a long time. This is what I learned as an individual. From half court to the foul line, you are not in the backcourt stage. You cannot reach. You cannot gamble. All right? Because now, if you gamble and you are not successful, you don't have enough distance to catch the player before he shoots the layup. And now your big guy slide over, they throw a bounce pass, they throw it up in the air, they dunk, and the coach get all mad. All right, so maintain stage is from half court to the free throw line. You got to stay in front of the ball. All right, that's number 1. Now, when you play stay in front of the ball, it's real simple. They starting to change the rules. All right, but in high school, there's still a 5-second count. College, there's not. High school, this right here is nothing. I mean, if you play defense like this, you might as well just not play defense. I mean, this is just staying in front of the ball, but you're not doing nothing. You got to have your hand out. All right, whichever hand, right hand, left hand, it really doesn't matter. You got to bother the ball, man. Keep your nose on the ball, bother the ball. You don't have to reach, but the offensive player should feel your presence, all right? Your hands like this, you're wrong. And your hands like this, with me, you're on the bench. All right, it's really that simple. You bother the ball, all right? So, from half court to the foul line, all you're doing, your whole objective is to stay in front of the ball and bother the ball. You don't have to ball, pressure so bad that he or she just blow by you. That makes no sense. This right here is enough pressure in high school, all right? So, from half court to the foul line, all you doing is stay in front of the ball. You don't give no type of angle. You make sure you stay in front of the ball. Alright? Now for the foul line, it's the cliff. Alright? This is the most important stage of the three. This is what pros do. Alright? The great defenders. Alright? The cliff is a step slide. Alright? From foul line to the basket, you can no longer just stay in front of the ball. Stage 2, you do whatever you gotta do to stay in front of the ball. That's it. You back up if the guy's faster than you. I mean, common sense. You stay in front of the ball and you back up if the guy's faster than you. Now, when you get your foul line, guess what, man? You can't continue to back up because now he's at shooting range, 15 feet. It's an easy bucket. I mean, it's cash. So when you get to the foul line, you no longer back up. You can't. You back up, you get dunked on, and you lose. You cannot back up from the foul line. You match their intensity. You hold your ground and you step and you slide. And you step to the right and you step to your left. You cannot back up and fall off the cliff. That's why I call it a cliff. Alright, so stage 1, backcourt, the kid sucks, steal the ball. Keep it simple. Stage 2, from half court to the foul line, you gotta maintain. You cannot get beat. Stay in front of the ball. If you cannot stay in front of the ball, you suck and you need to retire. And there's no other way of saying it. I can't think of the proper words to say. It's real simple. You cannot stay in front of the ball, you need to retire. Nothing personal, but you need to be tired. You gotta be able to stay in front of the ball. Stage 3 is a little bit more difficult. Because now you got to stay in front of the ball, but you also cannot back up. You got to step slide. Because now they're in scoring position.